Let's talk about writing your first script. Of course, you open RStudio and then you see this familiar text that RStudio opened R version 4.3.2, etc., etc. And if you open it for first time, you see only 3 windows over here, one on the left, one and two on the right. They are movable, and this window is to tell you what is in the memory of R. This is a combined window for many different things, like going and check your files, or drawing plots, or installing packages. I will talk about it later, or getting some help. Anything else, and so on. As you figured out, some things are available immediately, like operators and functions. And using operators is equivalent of doing some calculations, like A is 1 and B is 2. And as soon as you do it and push enter in this window, then this A and B appears over here. It means it's in the memory, and the values are over here. You can see them all. And if you say A is 2, the A stays as it was, only the value change. Although it's not exactly how you do script writing in RStudio. Everything you write here, which is called console, will disappear as soon as you close RStudio. And in order to have things saved and remembered, you do it differently. You open new plus new R script, and then you have the fourth window, which is actually the first one. And this is where you write your things and it will be remembered. Okay, let's repeat the business. Before that, you can always say rm A. It means remove A from the memory and push enter, then A will disappear. Or if you want to remove everything, you can also push here and then it will disappear. It means there is nothing in the memory anymore. If you want to clear this window again, you push this broom, which is less visible but still available. And now this is also clean. And now we try again, but since you want to write a script, then you have to write the header. Everything with the first symbol hashtag is not executable, therefore it's for the comments. And your comments will be something like my very first script by me. It's also nice to say that today is November 16, 2023. Why? Because scripts getting older. older the script, less likely it will work in the future. And now we try again doing some simple math. A is 1, B is 2, but nothing happening if I push enter. Why? Because it's not the way how lines are executed in R. You have to push run. And then the cursor automatically moves to the next line, and then you say B is 2, okay, and then it goes into the memory. However, this is also not good, because in R we do not write at this place, we do not write equal sign, we write like this, which is left arrow, pointer to the left. So A is assigned a value of 1, B is assigned a value of 2. These are actually two symbols, not one. And if you want to write that A is smaller than -1, yeah, suppose you want to say, I want to say that A is less than -1, then I have to say something like this: A brackets -1. And then it will say false. Why? Because A is 1. So remember it and don't confuse yourself that these are two symbols, but you read them as one symbol, left arrow. And if you want to do some logical operations to test whether something is bigger, smaller, equal, etc., then put it in the brackets. Actually, the right arrow also exists. For instance, C, you can say A plus B is C. What will happen? C is assigned a value of 3. It's, so to say, right arrow, but nobody uses it, although it's possible. And then if you want to save all this stuff, then you go here and say, you can push this actually button, save current document, and then another important thing, that do not work in downloads or do not work in root. Make some special directory in your documents like R scripts, and then you can go to first steps, and then you can say my first script, and keep .r extension as it is. Also, it's a good rule, avoid spaces in your programming, because it can one day cause you trouble. Do not use spaces. And so you save it, and before you exit, suppose that's all you wanted to make it for today, you better clean the memory before you close RStudio. You want to clean it? Yes, I want it. You don't have to clean anything else. If you did the plots, although you better clean it as well. And then you can exit. But there is also a question whether you want to keep this file, this script actually, open next time, or you don't. If you want to begin from the absolutely empty page, then you also close this and then exit RStudio, quit RStudio. Or if you don't want to have a blank page, yeah, it depends, then you open it and then exit, and then it will ask you, do you want to save a workspace? Workspace means all these 4 windows together. The way you leave it, it will be loaded next time exactly the same way. You say, okay, I save it. All right. And then you call it again. And then it is opened exactly as you left it. This text will appear every time all over once again because it's sort of default. These windows are movable. In principle, you can mess up all this configuration, but I would not recommend you to mess up with these windows. This configuration is already good enough. What you do regularly, you change the sizes. That's okay. Front picture is borrowed from the deskboard generator runzy.com, where Bart can write you any text you want.